I am back for a short one. Norman Woodstock, Pulling Bare Bones Broadcasting, Skeleton Nation. Does he take himself serious? No, I don't. This is for entertainment and for the collective value of this planet, causing a knee-jerk reaction for the best interest of those yet to live, as well as those yet here living, to have something to do other than a temper tantrum in their mind everywhere. And for example, if you're on recreation, what else would you be doing yet having a temper tantrum? And that's why you are on recreation. Well, I'll give you something else to do other than recreation. There's actually recreate you more. Well, I repeat the most ancient of languages in as many different dialects and expressions as I am able. I have experienced many dialects in my genetical experience, and I bring them all to you as much as I'm able in the last few seconds of, I figure even if I live 20 more years, these are the last few seconds of my existence. When you put the bundle in the horn, hey, the side in the horn, yeah. Ready for one, two, six, yeah. Larry the Shishon and then Larry Bodun, Dok, Hush, Hein, Cock, Horseman, Youth, Lady, on, warm, haw, haw. Some words you have to whisper. You remember? You used to walk up real close to them. One time humans communicate they didn't have any mechanism. They walked up. The worst of enemies walked up. And would break into laughter, and the war was over. Think about it. Days. I remember them well. I had a different viscera at the time. My anatomy was actually quite a bit larger. Do you know what? I'm on a Project Shrunk. My cat, I have a black kitty, a wonderful short-haired domestic, 900-pound leopard. I don't care what you call him. He's a 900-pound leopard. Well, I suffer a similar dilemma. One thing evolution does goes backwards, as far as I'm concerned. All to get the project done. I have a puka. My maker is my puka. Tells me that my size is essence right now to call some kind of conformity to this planet. All to get the project done. Tells me if I had a huge viscera, one time I could just reach in and grab a man's liver and eat it like an apple in front of him before he passed away, just to see the look on his face. I found it delightful. I'm eating your liver. Can't do that anymore. Lived long before it started the planet. We had wars over shoes and migrations, and we all used to go to Europe and walk through a pasture and get well. I remember it all. I do, too well. Unfortunately, for me at night when I dream. You know the nightmares I have? Getting stuck in employment with my experience here instead of getting to live with this experience. Does anything in employment get to live with this experience at all? This experience. The planet EAR, parentheses ETH, and what it does. Does employment have any idea what that is at all in any way? And have its past for a long time had a clue? Or even considered or cared? Employment. The absence of a confession of living. Employment. First one you encounter that school teacher, she will rip your heart to shreds. Just the position she has, the position you have, and how it's taken on. Shreds. graduation is shreds. Headed nowhere. Long time. Mr. Dickens commented to it. It is. I shall return to the bare bones of broadcasting. Calling coherency. I don't even have my microphone. Where is it? Where is the microphone? Bonya. Bonda ludujentke. Bonya sadya ya I'm so enchanted, I just have to break into song of enchantment. And I am in grief. Know it. I ain't very pleasant to listen to when I'm in grief, unfortunately. So I'd like to bring you both sides of the coin, and they're all the same coin, and one's spherical experience, happening simultaneous. Enchantment and grief. How do you do? Shall return. Normally with Stock Spalding. The king of the Jew. I'm lurking in the shadows, like Jews do. You know how many people hate me because I'm Jewish? You don't know. I am actually hated very viciously because I'm Jewish. It's just astounding. In ways that the discrimination I've experienced and going through, and even now, it's staggering. They spot you. A lady on the street once said, French or Jewish? That's what she So how did she know? She guessed one of the two. Which both, when they mix, you got a real issue. You do. It's not very pleasant. No. They're pretty, because you have glee. What's happier than a Frenchman? They're the most wonderful place on earth, France. It is. My answer is to go through a Lorraine. I'm before that, all over the planet. I'm so many pedigrees before the word Jewish, it ain't even funny. It isn't funny. I'm more before Jewish than a Jewish. I shouldn't use that term. I do it because it's a privilege. It's a soft heart, and my makers reminded me. Huh? That's what you do, punky. Oh, man. I shall return. Don't you? Will you miss me when I'm gone? That's the question.